Hello future self, it is your past self here. So I hope you had a fantastic 4th of July. For me, personally, it was kind of amazing. There were sweet fireworks everywhere. During my time enjoying those explosions with my aunt and uncle, it gave me some time to contemplate and think about basically my entire week. You see, Lucy, my girlfriend, was here for the 4th of July weekend. We met at Lafayette College, which is a very important fact for what I'm about to say. You see, during our time here, our conversations mainly geared towards Lafayette, mostly about the campus or the clubs that we're part of or the professors, basically just our livelihoods. And it makes sense. When you meet someone, and for us it had been a year and 7 months, you start talking about the things that you grew up with. However, during those conversations, it made me realize that my mind kind of reverted back to a Lafayette set of mind. And I know it had only really been a month and a half since I left Lafayette, but there had been a change. The conversations that I had with people at Cambridge were very different from the conversations that I had with people at Lafayette. The topics were different. Here, I might have talked to people more about computer science, while back at Lafayette, I might have talked to people about the general atmosphere. Here in Cambridge, I would talk more about exploration and basically getting to know people, while back at Lafayette, we might have already established those things and moved on to different topics, sometimes more personal. Now, of course, this isn't to hate on one or the other community. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that we had different conversations, and when someone new, or someone old really, came into this new setting of mine, it reverted my mind whenever I talked to them, and it made me think about how my interactions with people from the past changed me. Like I said earlier, my mind had reverted to a Lafayette state of mind. But if I looked a little deeper with my high school friends that I see during summer and winter break, it made me realize that my mind always reverted back, and the only thing that mattered is when we were friends. Whoever we are with, we go back with them to a different time. And of course, there might be several reasons for this. For example, you want to make sure that you continue to fit in with that group of people or that group of friends. Despite how much we change over time, when we go back, we still want to fit in with whoever we grew up with. And so even if our opinions have changed, even if we've become a slightly different person, when we go back, we realize we might not be able to be that same person at whatever time we currently are, meaning that we have to revert to our past selves. It means in many ways our emotional and character development clock back in order to fit in with whoever we are. Now, of course, this doesn't happen all the time. For example, with family, you don't have that problem. No matter where you are in life, you can always go back to your family and they will largely develop with you, meaning that your opinions will generally be accepted by your family. And of course, you can bring slight changes into the mix. For example, if your opinion has changed in one small thing, say you like chocolate ice cream instead of vanilla ice cream, no friendships are ever going to be lost over that. However, if you've changed your ideology into something completely different, of course people don't want to really hang out with that person, or that's not what they expect from you. And it made me wonder a few things. Number one, if going back to who you aren't anymore, or who you were, is a good idea. Secondly, it also made me wonder if I was true to myself. And so, to you, future self, I ask you those questions. Do you feel like reverting back is an okay thing to do? And number two, is that a change that you desire, and do you feel that you're being true to yourself? So I can't wait to listen to your answers in a year, and I hope you have a great one. See ya.